Hey guys, welcome to the Superhero Post Show where we talk about things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. It's your boy Stevie Hayes, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about Captain America: New World Order. Okay, so we have Captain America: New World Order. We all know that it's announced. It's going to be with Sam, obviously, as Captain America, and there are a lot of things that are coming out about this film. I know that you guys heard me from the past that where I didn't sound very excited about seeing this film, but seeing these leaks got me kind of hyped up. I ain't gonna lie. So. I'm going to read off some of these leaks that I've heard, and then I'm going to get into where I think they can lead to, and also give you guys some information. So I'm going to read this off. President Thunderbolt Ross will be the main villain of Captain America: New World Order, with multiple villains making an appearance in the film. Ross, multiple villains and countries will attempt to claim Tiamat Island and its antimanium for themselves. Antimanium is going to be the first appearance in New World Order on Tiamat Island, and countries will go to war over it being an open resource on unclaimed land that could be more valuable than vibranium. Now, this is some really big news. It might sound small, but when I explain to you guys, the connections that this makes, this could be some deep, it could be some deep MCU stuff going on here. Because with this news alone, the connections that I see is the connection to the Eternals, and we obviously see a connection to the Thunderbolts with Thunderbolts Ross and his team, the Thunderbolts. And this could even bring someone like War Machine into the picture as well. And it could easily bring in other people like Black. Now, I don't think any Wakandans are really going to be in this, but it's possible, that since the Wakandans have the most valuable metal on Earth, they might want to go claim this island as well. This opens up the door to all of that kind of stuff. But it also depends on who's ruling Wakanda. But anyways, so just to catch you guys up on information. Now, what is Tiamat Island? Okay, now if you guys watch the Eternals movie, right? Tiamat is the celestial that the Eternals stopped in the Eternals movie. That was supposed to be the celestial that was going to destroy Earth, but obviously it got stopped, and now it's just sitting in the air like this. You know what I'm saying? It looks crazy. So my guess is that because the celestial is stuck there, it's produced this metal, or maybe even the metal from the celestial's armor is antimanium, and now since the celestial is frozen, the antimanium it might be falling off of the celestial onto the ground, and I don't know what kind of stuff it's creating, but it has to be coming from the celestial. Now, antimanium. Now, if you don't know what antimanium is, it is the metal alloy that created Wolverine. Wolverine's claws are made out of antimanium, which is more, in my opinion, and in the comics, it's more valuable than vibranium. Wolverine can cut through darn near anything, So, yeah, and let's not even mention that, right? With the mention of antimanium, this also brings the idea of Wolverine coming into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Obviously, we're going to get Hugh Jackman and Secret Wars and all that, but this draws the idea that we will be seeing the origin of Wolverine in the MCU. We already saw a sneak peek of that in the Disney Plus shows. Now, this is giving us a little more leeway that Wolverine's entrance will be through this. We might see Thunderbolt Ross create Wolverine, because in this movie, I do believe that Thunderbolt Ross is going to claim this island and that he will be the owner of the adamantium. I believe that's going to happen. And I think that, with the failure to stop Thunderbolt Ross, we will see Wolverine come out, and I think that'll be very interesting to see how they're going to do that. Now, this also draws the idea about the X-Men that, if they're going this route, I wonder how they're going to introduce all the other X-Men, but topic for another day. But as in regards to Captain America: New World Order, I am very interested to see how Sam fits in this, because to me, this feels like what's the word? To me, this feels like something that is way bigger than him. So I'm very interested. So my theory for how this movie could go, my thought is maybe Thunderbolt Ross sends Sam out to get this stuff. Maybe he's sent out on a recon mission and he ends up finding out what the adamantium actually is, and then he ends up fighting against it. I can see something interesting like that happening, but it all depends on, what is Sam's relationship with the government. We don't know if he's still doing government missions or not. So I'm very interested to see, what Sam's relationship is with Thunderbolt Ross, because obviously Harrison Ford is going to be Thunderbolt Ross, and also heard other rumors that Thunderbolt Ross is going to be the president of the United States. So if Mans is the president, Sam has no choice but to work with the guy. So as I said, this all depends on Sam's relationship with the government, and I'm very interested to see how Sam is going to get himself into this and who is going to take his side. Because right now, guys, Bucky is a part of the Thunderbolts. So is he going to turn against Sam, or are the Thunderbolts going to be with Sam? These are some questions that I have. But yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about this. I think these leaks are dope, and I can't wait to see this. I also am very interested to see, even if the Eternals make an appearance because of this, would be very interesting. We know how the ending is left off, but there are still Eternals out there. So, maybe they might get a sign that something is happening and they might come back. But this also opens up, and even for the Eternals too, right? This also opens the idea that we could see something maybe to whereas they are trying to convince Arishem that Earth shouldn't be destroyed, and this could be hurting the case of Arishem destroying Earth. So as I said, very, very, very interesting stuff. So tell me what you guys think about that, and tell me, do you think that this is a good way to introduce adamantium? Because this is a really big alloy, a really big metal that's going to be introduced into the MCU. So, guys, remember, like and subscribe, show some love. Peace.